TP in the place to be, man. Y'all go ahead and hit that like button, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Today's video is DJ Academics breaking down the future situation that Wack100 was talking about. I think he also calls Wack and talks about the situation. So we're gonna go ahead and get into it. This might be a long one, so I appreciate everybody who subscribed along the way. We're on the road to 1K subs. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and hit the like button, turn the notification bell on. We're gonna go ahead and get into it. Man, go ahead and get y'all's mind right before we get into the video. Let me give y'all a couple seconds to go ahead and hit the like button and everything. Let's go.
We discussed it yesterday. So Wack100, I don't know why. I thought this was old, but it was new. Unsolicited, he was talking about the idea of checking in. And he basically said, yo, there were people who were kind of like OGs or kind of like big homies of certain neighborhoods or communities or even cities that when rappers touch down, usually have to check in. And also it was not just about extorting people, it was about holding rappers accountable sometimes. So he told a story about Future, and he said Future touched down in LA and how he was holding Future accountable for something that he owed or promised Trick. I'll play the clip now. Wait, sorry. The volume's off. Here we go.
Now, recently, I went ahead and played this on my channel. I had a video pretty much just kind of asking the question, like, do y'all feel like it was real? Pretty much just kind of laughing about the situation more than taking it serious. Because either way it go, Future don't really look less of a man or anything like that from the situation. So, it's kind of random that Wack brought it up, you know, at the time that he did. So that's just kind of the background information. We're going to go ahead and hear the story again one more time.
Future old Trick someone. So me, Trick, and Big U was real close at the time, right? Hey.
We got an ad, y'all. Sorry, I paid for the ad for YouTube.
Future old bro some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see on the other side? Future and the girl that's with the back, the football player. Sierra. We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take the I got here. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off running. I'm chasing the dead homies through the devil. And so runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it. Whoa, bro. He runs into the terminal. True story. Clip. It's on.
So I don't know like where most of y'all at who watching my videos, but you know, closest airport to us is DFW. You know, DFW, good. Just reason I'm using DFW is a great example. You might have like 5, 6 different airlines that are all going to one airport. They all pretty much, you know, you got gate A, B, C, and D, and E. So you got a whole lot of gates. You got a whole lot of airlines that go all the way down. You know, so it's a very, very big area. Different airlines usually have probably a few planes that's going to be hooked up at a time. It's going to be sometimes where you see a gate that you might have went on last time for last flight that's closed this time. They usually have the door closed and they don't have it to where you can access that door or open it. So when Wack said that, you know, my fault, first red flag was how would he almost jump onto the tarmac from inside the airport? Most airports have those doors closed because it'd be a safety issue for people just accidentally walking out there and falling onto the ground. So it just kind of seemed like first question of the day is like, how did Future try to run in that terminal? That don't really make sense to like how most airports run. But we're gonna keep going.
Future old.
Hold on, here's the next.
Runs into the terminal, right? When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me.
That's what I mean, though. Most airports, you can even see from the inside, like the glass that you can see outside the planes and stuff like that in the runway. You can see when there's no plane attached to, the little hookup gear. So I don't really get how Future would be able to get down there when usually them doors are closed and locked. But Wack100 trying to make a story out of thin air is gonna try to make us believe that all of a sudden in LAX, Future was able to open a door that's usually locked due to safety issues. He was able to try to access that door because he was so scared. Just don't really sound right to me.
On speaker, all I hear is Stunner voice. He say, Wack, it's me, Stunner. Talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, trick a bag, man. He can't be in our backyard.
He must be minimizing the conversation. Like, when he's saying this, he must have been trying to minimize the conversation, because I don't feel like conversation gonna be like, somebody hand you the phone. Hey, Wack, what you doing? I'm busy. Well, I don't need you to be busy. I feel like you wouldn't be able to relay that message over the phone that quickly. Like, you wouldn't be able to just, I'm getting to work on who you call it, like who's calling me. I'm getting to work on that person, and you need to not work on that person. It seemed like that had to be explained pretty deeply to kind of understand exactly where you was coming from. So Birdman just get on the phone, stopping the situation, kind of seemed very made up, because, like, I understand you're a part of Cash Money West, but just name dropping Birdman and knowing he's not going to come back and try to refute it doesn't really make it just real. Okay, let's go.
And he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay, right? Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I'll pay the debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, this Stunner talking to you as your brother. Leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is.
By the way, I don't know if I ever told y'all. So 100 ENT or Cash Money West. Well, 100 ENT, I believe, goes to an independent label, but Wack also owns, or he's part owner, I guess, Cash Money West, and Cash Money West folds up under Cash Money. So Wack has been in business with Birdman for a long time, okay? Wack, historically, when people was trying to, like say 40 Glock was trying to act like they pressed Wayne, Wack was one of the people on the West Coast was just like, that shit ain't happening. Wayne, Birdman, anything Cash Money, good over here. So obviously they did business later, so clearly they had some respect and obviously mutual business dealings. So what he's talking about is that he's saying Future, he's chasing Future, which sounds crazy. By the way, I talked to Doughboy today. Doughboy was just like, he's FBG, by the way, which means he's Free Band Gang. He's just like, yo, bro, this shit is cat, bro. He's like, yo, could you even imagine Pluto really even running like, bro, come on, like in an airport? Which I'll be honest, the story sounds a little interesting, because in a situation, right? In a situation where it's a fucking airport, I'm gonna be honest with you. Sometimes people have seen me in the airport, be like, yo, damn, Ack, why you don't have security? And usually I get security. If I'm getting security, I'm going somewhere. Security meets me when I'm getting out the gate. Sometimes I won't fly my local security with me.
And to piggyback off of that, one time I was flying to LA and got on the plane, came from DFW. While I was on the plane, before I even get on the plane, because we take the flight at like, I can't remember, it's like something early, like 7 in the morning, something really early. This is around my birthday last year. And Drewski Too Funny, I don't know if y'all know Drewski Too Funny, I'm pretty sure y'all know who Drewski Too Funny is. He was on the plane. You know, I'm making my YouTube stuff, you know, I see him about to, you know, we just really all sitting outside the plane, everybody waiting. And I realized it's Drewski, and I'm over there just looking at bro staring at me back, and I'm just like, we just having that look, like that meme with Diddy and that other dude. We just staring at each other type shit. You know what I'm saying? And Another dude, he walked up all fanned out and shit. He was like, oh, hey, man, hey, can I get a picture and all that? And, you know, dude took his picture. And I was just kind of watching Drewski, how he moved, because I'm like, bro got a following. Like, how does he move out here? Does he move kind of correct, or does he move just kind of loose? And same thing with him. Same thing Academics is talking about is the same thing with him. Drewski didn't move around with security on the way there. It was like once we touched down and, you know, I was waiting on my bags and stuff. We had to go downstairs. Actually, I don't remember. I don't know if we had to go downstairs, but like I know at LAX, I think you do go downstairs. It's a big airport, so you like doing a lot of walking and stuff like that. But to get the baggage claim, it's pretty much downstairs. So when we get downstairs, Drewski's secured, like the dude who's securing him and also like valeting him is all the way downstairs. So that's when I realized, okay, this is pretty much kind of how these people do it. They gonna call their security to meet them there at the time when they arrive. They're gonna be waiting on them, you know, with a sign saying, you know, such and such, and like a dolly to make sure and grab their bags and stuff. So I was just telling y'all to let y'all know, like, that is how like a lot of celebrities move around here. They don't necessarily move with security on the way there. Like they don't see it as too much of a like a situation that's possibly gonna go down. And I might be they downfall sometimes, but I definitely can understand that.
Really, why is that? Even if I meet you and anybody else in the airport, bro, you're catching a federal charge even trying to do anything to me. Like, bro, it's the airport. Airport's like, it's like sovereign. It's like sovereign estate.
That's the reason why it seemed like Wax capping, or he just stupid or something. He either capping or he dumb, because why in the hell would you go to an airport, even if you see somebody at the airport, why would you try to do something there? Because like at the end of the day, whatever airlines you squabbling in front of, they finna tell you on a no-fly zone. You know what I'm saying? Whatever airline's probably next to them probably gonna put you on a no-fly zone just cause you probably was in close proximity. You know what I'm saying? So for folks to be, you know, acting like they're oppressing folks at an airport, it just seems like it wouldn't make sense. Like, it seems like I said, first things first, it's either going to be cap or stupid. But I don't really picture Wack100 trying to, like, ruin his no-fly, you know, his no-fly situation.
Why would you try to put yourself on a no-fly list by trying to fight? Do anything? Oh, by the way, Doughboy, he actually commented here. I didn't see. He says, yo, niggas don't even try to be making sound realistic. Doughboy is with FBG, by the way. Yeah, so.
He pretty much said people don't even be making it sound realistic. When I just broke that down for y'all in the comment box, how many of y'all look at it kind of the way I'm saying it? Be honest. Or do y'all, drop in the comment box how y'all feel. Do y'all feel like Wack is telling the truth? Or do y'all feel like he capping because it just don't really sound right? How many of y'all been to the airport and y'all done seen a gate that's next to your gate, or maybe a few gates down, but it's closed. So they got the door closed, it's locked, you can't open it and get into it. How many of y'all at least seen that? Or maybe I'm tripping. Y'all let me know if y'all seen that.
Here's the thing about the airport, bro. Like, I'll tell you, like, a lot of people see me in the airport. I've flown with security in the airport before, but sometimes in the airport, you won't see me with security. Because in reality, bro, you have to really be on a super crash out mission to fight a nigga in the airport. I've known and I've heard of niggas who don't like each other, and it'll be some shit like, yo, when we get out the airport, we're gonna fight. Or when we get out the airport, we're gonna do something.
That's true. Because if you flying somewhere and you clearly have to fly to make it back, because that means somebody has to either drive to you and y'all drive back, or you drive there, you have to rent a car and drive back. What would be the point in having to go through that whenever you could just fly back because you probably have a ticket to go back? Why wouldn't you just follow through with just doing a full process than trying to squabble in the airport?
You're in the airport. You niggas got to travel around, especially if you're in the industry. I don't have no enemies that's not in the industry. Everybody got to fly around. Are you down to be on a no-fly list for trying to attack Ack if you ever see him, which you probably won't. But let's say if you do, you're down to try to attack him and be on a no-fly list. Now you have to drive around from L.A. to Atlanta to Florida to Memphis to then New York. Then you go to Connecticut, Rhode Island, Buffalo. Then you go over to motherfucking like Gary, Indiana. Then you go like, bro, you're gonna be driving for days. You don't want to be on a no-fly list, period. So in reality, I've seen a lot of people who don't like each other. When they see each other in the airport, they usually call Wack. I know y'all saying on site. All that on site shit, these niggas who's, let me tell you this, on site is for niggas who got nothing to lose.
When I do this, y'all, that means I'm putting my imaginary cap on, you know. When folks get the, you know what I'm saying?
Wack got a lot of situations to lose, my nigga. You think Wack gonna try to be on a no-fly list to attack a nigga, bro? This is why, like, I see niggas shoot in front of cops, they have nothing to lose. You know what I pride myself on? Don't put yourself around niggas who have nothing to lose. A nigga with nothing to lose is gonna do anything.
He gonna tweet.
Put yourself around people who will at least be like, well, if I do this, I'm fucked up. If you around people who be like, yo, if I do this, I get clout, and that's it. Or they might be like, oh, yeah, y'all might get locked up for a little bit, I'm good, but I get clout. Bro, you don't want to be around those people. This is why I always be questioning rappers. Why are y'all hanging with hood niggas shooting dice?
For clout.
A message from Fireball.
They're probably trying to make a little bit of money in the cut. You know, it's a little bit of money to be made, but, like, at the end of the day, they're trying to be seen, get that notoriety, get somebody to probably be like, oh, they really are real type shit. Like, real corny stuff.
If something happens to you, all they do is just, they get locked up, get released, and they got mad clout for doing something to you. All these industry niggas, bro, they not about to jeopardize. Yo, keep in mind, 6ix9ine, which, I mean, he is blackballed in a lot of sense, but you know, like, yo, I'm blackballed. Me and 6ix9ine was supposed to go when Austin McBroom was fighting, who was he fighting? I can't remember. It was Social Gloves. It was Austin McBroom versus some nigga. Some TikTok nigga, I think. Yo, Hard Rock banned 6ix9ine because years ago in 2018, or maybe it was 2018, there was a shooting in the Barclays. Bro, these places are not playing. This ain't a 6ix9ine conversation. This is a bigger conversation. If you in the industry and you do some dumb shit, venues won't fuck with you. X got jumped at his own concert, and Joey Badass was throwing like a Steez Day event. He wanted X to be on the event. He put X on the event. No insurer would actually insure the event. They didn't want X to be on it. What happened? They had to take X off. Bro, these niggas, like, this is why when y'all be like acting like, nigga, Lil Baby is a multi-platinum recording artist going everywhere. That nigga ain't doing a motherfucking thing to me. That's exactly why I talk what you know the people who I'm really...
And Academics is bringing up just a very big point. I'm probably going to end the video off here. I'm going to make another video whenever it's Wack100 exposing, well, my fault, I think Big U is supposed to be exposing, calling cap to the situation. But pretty much what Academics is saying is like most of these rappers is not really willing to jeopardize, you know, not being able to fly, not being able to do shows at venues, all these other things, because clearly they have to buy in to get some money out of the situation. So, you know, so for Wack100 to say he was in the airport and he did da-da-da-da, Wack100, Academics is like silently calling cap, because why is he mentioning all these artists who not really willing to do such and such and such? We know Wack is not an artist, but Wack be out here pretty much kind of entertaining people, and he has to be likable in some form or fashion. He tries to act like he can just kind of go against the grain or against anybody and challenge anybody, go to war with anybody, and that's really not the case. He making it just seem like that on the internet. So like whenever he just randomly says like, oh yeah, I press Future, and like everybody around is like, all right, bro, you capping. And then you got Doughboy, you know, even though he on Free Band Gang side, he said make it sound realistically. You know what I'm saying? That kind of does also make us look at the situation like it really don't sound realistic. I mean, every way we try to look at it, it's kind of like, seem like cap. And the fact that Wack100 be going on Clubhouse and saying this stuff, thinking he can just kind of sneakily say this shit, like in cap somewhere, folks record it, put it on YouTube, and now he can't really like tuck his tail from like certain situations going on. So, y'all definitely let me know how y'all feel about the situation, man. Y'all definitely drop a comment in the comment box. Go ahead and hit the like button if you haven't already, man. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. We on the road to 1K subs. I appreciate everybody who subscribed already, man. And until next time, man, y'all go ahead and turn the notification bell on also so you can be the first one to watch the video. And y'all stay out the way. I'm going to get at y'all in the next one.